I am tired, you can tell, but I have something on my heart this morning, and I wanted to talk about it as I head off to do some errands. So, the Sound of Freedom movie. Now, I want to believe that it is a good movie bringing awareness to human trafficking. Now, I haven't seen it yet, but from what I've heard, it does not address adrenochrome. It does not address organ harvesting. And these things make the world go around. There is more business and money in human trafficking, harvesting these kids' organs. You know, they drug them and rape them and torture them and extract their adrenochrome. And then because they're such a mess, they then send them off to be harvested because they're too traumatized to be of any use to them anymore, or what they consider used up or whatever. So I think that's a big red flag. Now, I know somebody who says they're friends with Jim Caviezel, the dude that's the main character that saves the child in the movie, and swears that, oh, he's a great guy or whatever. But whether he is or not, you know, people can be used for nefarious purposes thinking they're doing something good. And I don't know, personally, I think anybody that plays the role of Jesus, I don't know, they must have a little bit of ego going on, a little megalomaniac shit going on, even though I do enjoy some what's that new one on Angels, The Chosen. I've been sort of enjoying that series, but then that's a different topic because the guy that plays Jesus does an interview and some weird shit goes down as far as symbolism. But anyway, back to Sound of Freedom. So this movie, just what they're saying in the open in the press, that it's made over $20 million just in ticket sales before, it's barely even gotten going, and all these praises and everything. Well, if that money isn't used to stop human trafficking, and I think here in the USA start there, then that is just another way to profit off of human trafficking. And I don't even like the word human trafficking because those words do not put in the energy of what's really going on. So a friend said that they didn't talk about the adrenochrome and organ harvesting because, the people can't take that yet. They need to do a slow reveal or whatever. And I say bullshit to that. And an adamant no, fuck that. Like that sort of gets me riled up because millions of children are raped and murdered and tortured and harvested every year. And if they have to endure that, then the least that the public could do would be to educate themselves, be exposed to this information, so that it's not seen as like in the 80s, the satanic panic, when all those brave people came forward and then they were just mocked and are still mocked as being crazy and saying that these things don't exist in the world. So the least we can do, if these children enduring this right now, how many children at this moment as you're watching this video are going through the most horrific shit, and we're being sensitive about talking about it? No, fuck that. So that's just my opinion. You can think what you want, but the things I've seen in my life, I say a big fuck that. So I also feel like that if they're gonna profit off of this stuff, that's a sickness. So I don't know if y'all knew, but the movie came out in 2018. Fox was bought out by Disney, and in the articles and stuff, it says it was to try to keep that film from being released. And I say again, no, fuck that. I don't think so, because I think people know that children are being harvested. And again, the film it's like over there. It's not in the United States, and the United States is huge into trafficking and bringing children in from other countries even, and a big participant in trafficking children. And this isn't even getting into all the women as well, and men. And I just, I don't know, I'm kind of, I just want people to be aware of these things, so that if they're out and about and they think something fucked up is going on in the neighbor house, or if they see something, then they can report it. If they don't know what to look for, if they don't notice, if they don't have support in the nations of the world being sick of this shit and fucking putting an end to it, then people won't do it. So I just think the information needs to get out there in some soft, not saying that whatever's in the movie, because I haven't seen it yet, isn't poignant and people aren't crying and deeply touched. But imagine if the truth came out that, again, Hollywood and worshiping these actors and actresses like they're gods, when many of them are involved in pedophilia, child torture, adrenochrome, culty ass shit. This stuff needs to stop. Regular people are just as good, if not better, than these monsters that are worshipped. And in order for an end to be put to it, then people need to know about it. So anyway, that's just how I feel so far about The Sound of Freedom. I think I just think that it smacks of something that makes me uncomfortable. You're making tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars off the exploitation of children, basically. And it feels gross, I mean, I'll hold my final thoughts until I get to see the film myself. I think that it should be online and not just offered in theaters if they really care about putting a stop to this, and it isn't about profit and fame and all that kind of shit. I just, Hollywood stars that are involved in child exploitation, murder, rape, and all that, they do fundraisers for children all the time, trying to look like, oh, look at us, we're so good, we care about children. Meanwhile, they're fucking monsters. So anyway, these are just my opinions, and I've seen some shit in my life, so it obviously gets my passions up. And I know a lot of people don't like cussing and stuff. I'm sorry about that, but I feel really passionate about this, and it really gets my hackles up, and I get really pissed off, obviously. So what do you think? Comment down below. If you feel this message needs to get out, share my video, and make sure to hit the like button. Have a good day. Shine on.